Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my February beauty and fashion favorites, and I feel like it was just last week that I was filming my January favorites. This month has really flown, and I'm going to start by sharing with you some of my favorite beauty products of the month. This first product is a lipstick, and you guys know how much I love my lipsticks. This is from Marc and it's part of the Nude collection, and this is in the shade Eat Cake. It's a beautiful pink. It's what I've got on my lips today, and I really love the formula of this. It's very creamy, feels very light and moisturizing on the lips, and it's quite pigmented as well. It's not as high pigment as some other lipsticks that I own, but I do find that this adds a really lovely color to the lips. And it is the type of lipstick that you are going to need to carry with you and top up during the day, just as it is very moisturizing. As you can imagine, it is going to wear off. And probably one of my other favorite things about this is the packaging. It is so sleek, and also, did you hear that? It's so satisfying when you have a lipstick and it just has that beautiful click noise when you close it. So I love this, and I really want to pick up some more makeup from Marc. I think that the packaging is just to die for, and there is such a gorgeous range. So hopefully in the near future I'll be able to try out a few other products and share my thoughts with you guys on them. Next, you guys know how much I love my eyeshadows and my eye products in general, and so this month one of my favorites has been this eyeliner from MAC, and this is in the shade Power Surge, and this is one of their eye koals, and I love this. It is sort of like a bronzy kind of a shade. I'll show you guys a close-up of what it looks like, but this is just really creamy. It is so easy to sort of smudge out on your eyes, either worn on your upper or lower lash line, and I love adding a little bit of extra color to my lower lash line using this. I feel like it really deepens up and also finishes a look. So this has been one of my favorites. I'm not sure if you can buy this anymore, as I have had it for a few years now, but it is still going strong, and I'm sure there are other shades, so I'll see if I can find something that is similar and I'll link it down below. My favorite eyeshadow palette of the month has been the Tartelette in Bloom palette from Tarte. I have the Tartelette palette, that's the first one, and it's an all matte palette, but this one I love because it actually has a combination of matte and shimmer shades. It's got 3 shimmery shades and they're all gorgeous. This one is more of a pale glitter, and I find that it looks really great when it's laid over another shadow like this one here, which is called Sweetheart, and it's a really pretty pink. I just think there's a great selection in here. There's a lot of cool tones, which I think suit my complexion a lot more than warmer tones do, and there is so much that you can do with this. I really love using this for every day. I tend to use these 3 shadows here as an everyday look, and then if I want to go out or if I want to do something a little bit more with my makeup, then I'll have a bit more of a play with the shimmery shades and also some of these darker ones. This burgundy is absolutely stunning. I love it. So really adore this. The pigmentation is really good. The shadows are very easy to blend out. They're not chalky at all. They're just very smooth, and this has just been one of my favorite palettes of the year so far. And I mean, I know we're only in February, it's a bit cold to make, but I really do love this. Then my last sort of beauty favorite, but maybe not really a beauty favorite, is actually a candle, and it's from Diptyque, and it is Rosa Viola, which was their limited edition Valentine's Day candle, and I got this in the large size, and like, it smells so beautiful. It is very strong. It's got that very strong rose scent, but I just think it is so lovely in the home. I absolutely adore the packaging. I love the frosted pink glass that the candle comes in, and also this very beautiful embroidered label which has been stuck on. I think it's just really sweet, and the packaging of the box is actually gorgeous as well. The whole thing, I think it was just such a sweet collection, and I wish I picked up a few more things. The candle I got was in the larger size. I can't remember the grams. I think it's maybe 160 grams. I thought about getting the smaller size, just as it obviously is a lot cheaper than buying the full size candle, but I figured that what I'd probably do after I finish using this all up is that I will put my makeup brushes in there or something like that, so that I can have this on display. It's just really beautiful having on your vanity as well. If you're looking for a candle that's got a really beautiful aroma like Diptyque but doesn't have the price tag, I highly recommend Voluspa. I purchased mine from Nordstrom. There's also a shop that's very close to my work that sells them as well, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. So I'll link them down below just in case you want to have a look. So yeah, those were all of my beauty favorites. And then on the fashion end of the spectrum, one of my favorites this month has been this lace dress from ASOS, and honestly I've gotten so many comments when I have worn this. It's got a black slip and then you can kind of just see right through the skirt, so when I'm wearing this you can see my legs through the skirt. It just has been one of my favorite pieces that I've been wearing over the summer as well, and I absolutely adore this back line. You can't really wear a bra with it unless you've got one that cuts down quite low, but I just think it adds an element of sexiness, and I have been wearing this to the office as well. We're a little bit liberal with what we can wear to work, but I do often wear a sweater over the top as our aircon is very cold, but this has just been one of my absolute favorites, and it's also on sale now on ASOS, so if it's in your size, I recommend picking it up as it's one of those pieces that is much higher quality than a lot of the other things that you'll find on that site. Then I've also got another kind of newer piece to share with you that's been a favorite this last month, and this is from Karen Walker, and it's a peplum top, and this has the most exaggerated peplum. It's really fun. It's kind of a scuba material and it's got a zip up the back to put it on, but I love wearing this with a really fitted skirt. I think it adds a little bit of drama and it's just really sleek as well. It's a little bit loose fitting in the body, it's not tight, and I like that about it, and it's just really comfortable, and it's a lot more fun than a lot of the other pieces that I have been wearing lately, which is why I was so drawn to it, and I'm really glad I got this. I picked this up from her previous season, so I don't think you can buy this anymore, but I'll see if I can find something similar and link it down below. Then my last fashion favorite for the month has been a pair of shoes, and they are the Tango pumps from Valentino. And I picked these up from the realreal.com actually. They were brand new and they had been Toki sold already. And if you don't know what that is, it is a great way to really elongate the life of your shoes. They strip back some of the leather on the sole and then they add this plastic taupey sole to it, which really makes them a lot more hardier, as leather does wear down really quickly if it's on the sole of your shoes. So anyway, I love these. They are a very narrow fit. I have wide feet, so I do have a little bit of a problem with these. They do get a little bit tight here where I have the widest point of my foot, but I kind of persevere. I'm hoping that over time they're going to stretch out. But yeah, I really like how classic they are. They are comfy enough that I can actually walk to work in these, and I walk about 40 minutes each way, which says a lot, and that's one of the things I like about low-heeled shoes. I like the kind of almond pointed toe. They're really simple, but I think it's just simple done really well. And I've actually seen some dupes or copies of these on the high street, I suppose you'd call it. So I'll link those down below. They're much more affordable, probably about a fifth of the price, which is great, particularly when you're purchasing real leather. Those were all of my favorites for the month of February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. I would also love to know what some of your favorites were for this month, beauty and fashion favorites, as I would love to check them out. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!